Hey, cosmic souls! Today we're diving deep into the first sign of the zodiac, Aries. If you're an Aries, buckle up because I'm about to call you out. If you love an Aries, well, good luck. And this video might just save your sanity. Before we start, hit that subscribe button because we're exposing every zodiac sign in this series. And trust me, you don't want to miss when I drag your sign. Born between March 21st and April 19th, Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of war, passion, and action. They're the babies of the zodiac, but don't let that fool you. These rams will headbutt their way through any obstacle. So grab your coffee or your wine. I don't judge. And let's get into the 10 brutal truths about Aries that nobody talks about. Truth number 1, they're terrible at waiting. Let's start with the most obvious one. Aries and patience are like oil and water. They just don't mix. You know that friend who texts you, "Where are you?" when you're literally 2 minutes late? That's an Aries. They've probably already assumed you're dead, planned your funeral, and moved on with their life. Here's the thing. Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars, the planet of action. They're wired to go, not to wait. Waiting in line? Torture. Waiting for their Amazon package? They're tracking it every 5 minutes. Waiting for you to get ready? They've already honked the horn 17 times. But here's the deeper truth. Their impatience comes from their excitement for life. They have so much they want to do, see, and experience. Every minute waiting feels like a missed opportunity for adventure. Real-life example. I once had an Aries friend who literally left a restaurant because the food took more than 20 minutes. She wasn't even angry. She just said, "Life's too short," and went to get tacos from a food truck instead. Classic Aries energy. If you're dating an Aries, pro tip, always tell them to meet you 15 minutes later than the actual time. Trust me on this one. Truth number 2, they forgive but never forget. This one surprises people because Aries seem to move on so quickly from drama. But here's the tea. They're not actually over it, they just don't have time to dwell. See? Aries will forgive you because holding grudges takes too much energy, and they'd rather use that energy to chase their next goal. But, and this is important, they've mentally screenshot that betrayal and filed it away forever. You might think everything's cool because they're laughing with you again the next day, but trust me, they remember. They remember who didn't support their business. They remember who talked behind their back. They remember who left them on read during their crisis. The difference is, unlike water signs who'll bring it up every fight for the next 10 years, Aries just quietly notes it and adjusts their expectations of you. You went from their ride or die category to their casual acquaintance category, and you might not even know it. How this plays out. An Aries will still invite you to the party, but you're not getting the invite to the intimate dinner beforehand. Truth number 3, their temper is like a matchstick. Okay, we need to talk about the Aries temper because it's legendary, but not in the way you think. Aries anger is like a firecracker. Loud, bright, explosive, and over in seconds. They'll go from 0 to 100 real quick, say everything on their mind, and I mean everything. Maybe throw in some dramatic hand gestures and then, nothing. They're over it. Meanwhile, everyone else is still standing there like, what just happened? While the Aries is already asking what's for lunch. This is actually one of their healthier traits, believe it or not. They don't bottle things up like earth signs. They don't passive-aggressively punish you like air signs. And they don't plot revenge like water signs. They just explode and move on. The problem? Their words in that moment can be harsh. Aries in anger mode has no filter. They'll hit you where it hurts, not because they're calculating, but because they're just saying whatever comes to mind. And what comes to mind is usually the truth. Survival tip. When an Aries is mad, just let them vent. Don't try to calm them down. That makes it worse. Don't argue back. That adds fuel. Just let the fire burn out. In 10 minutes, they'll probably apologize and want to grab boba with you. Truth number 4, they're accidentally selfish. This is the truth that gets Aries in trouble. But hear me out before you Aries come for me in the comments. Aries isn't selfish in a mean way. They're not sitting there plotting how to screw people over. They're selfish in an, oops, I forgot other people exist way. When an Aries has a goal, they get tunnel vision. They're so focused on their mission that they literally forget to text back, forget your birthday, forget they made plans with you. It's not personal. Their brain just goes into single-player mode. Example. An Aries will plan an entire vacation, book the flights, pack their bags, and then remember to ask if you can get time off work. They'll start a business, design the logo, launch the website, and then remember they promised to help you move that weekend. The funny thing is, when you call them out, they're genuinely shocked and apologetic. They're like golden retrievers who knocked over your coffee table chasing a ball. Destructive, but not malicious. How to deal? You have to speak up with Aries. They're not mind readers, and they don't pick up on subtle hints. Tell them directly, "Hey, you forgot our plans and that hurt my feelings." They'll apologize, make it up to you, and probably do it again. But at least they'll try. Truth number 5. They hate being told what to do. Want to see an Aries do something? Tell them they can't. It's like activating a cheat code. You can't start a business without experience. Watch them become CEO by next year. You can't run a marathon without training. They're already signing up. You can't eat that entire pizza. Pizza's gone in 10 minutes. This isn't just stubbornness. It's deeper than that. Aries is the first sign, the baby of the Zodiac, symbolizing new beginnings and independence. Being told what to do feels like an attack on their very existence. They need to make their own mistakes, find their own path, and learn their own lessons. Even if you're right, even if your advice would save them time and pain, they need to do it their way. Parent of an Aries? Good luck. These kids were born rebels. The more rules you make, the more creative they get at breaking them. Dating an Aries? Never use ultimatums. If you don't stop doing X, I'm leaving, we'll have them packing your bags for you. Instead, make them think it was their idea. I love how you're so independent. I know you'll make the right choice. Work so much better than demands. Truth number 6. They're loyal until you're not. Aries loyalty is like their love. Intense, passionate, and conditional on reciprocation. When an Aries is your friend, they're your friend. They'll fight your battles, defend you against haters, and hype you up to anyone who'll listen. They're the friend who'll drive 3 hours at 2 a.m. because you're crying. They're the partner who'll support your craziest dreams. But, and this is crucial, the second you betray them, you're dead to them. And I mean dead. Aries doesn't do second chances with betrayal. Cheat on them? Blocked. Talk behind their back? Deleted. Break their trust. You cease to exist in their world. What's wild is how fast this switch flips. You could be their best friend for 10 years, but one major betrayal, and it's like those 10 years never happened. They don't even hate you. Hate requires emotion. You just don't exist to them anymore. The scary part, they move on so quickly. While you're still processing what happened, they've already replaced you and are living their best life. Their ability to cut people off and keep moving is honestly terrifying and impressive. Truth number 7. They're competitive about everything. Aries will turn anything into a competition. And I mean anything. Walking to the store? It's a race. Eating dinner? They'll finish first. Sleeping? They'll brag about falling asleep faster. Being sad? I bet I'm more depressed than you. It's exhausting and hilarious at the same time. They can't help it. Mars energy makes everything feel like a battle to win. The funny part, they compete even when no one else is playing. You'll be casually mentioning you read 2 books this month, and suddenly they're creating a Goodreads account to track how they'll read more books than you next month. In relationships, this can be tricky. They might compete with your ex, even if you haven't talked to your ex in years. The good side, dating an Aries means you'll always be motivated. They'll push you to be better, achieve more, dream bigger. Just maybe let them win sometimes. For your sanity. Truth number 8. They love the chase more than the prize. This is the brutal truth that breaks hearts. Aries is addicted to the chase, not the catch. That person who pursued you intensely, texted you constantly, made grand romantic gestures, and then suddenly cooled off once you said yes? Probably an Aries. It's not that they're players, though some are. It's that the excitement, the uncertainty, the challenge of winning someone over gives them that Mars adrenaline rush. Once they win, the excitement drops. In careers, same thing. They'll work 80-hour weeks to get that promotion, then be bored within a month of getting it. In hobbies, they'll obsess over learning guitar, practice daily, then never touch it again once they can play a song. The key to keeping an Aries interested? Never let them fully catch you. Keep growing, keep evolving, keep some mystery. The moment an Aries thinks they've figured you out completely, they're already looking for the next challenge. Sounds exhausting? It is. But life with an Aries is never boring. Truth 9. They're surprisingly sensitive. Plot twist. Under all that fire and bravado, Aries is actually super sensitive. They just hide it better than water signs. Think about it. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. And like babies, they feel everything intensely, but don't always know how to process those feelings. So what do? Convert it to anger or action. Hurt an Aries' feelings? They won't cry. They'll get mad. Reject an Aries? They won't mope. They'll prove you wrong. Criticize an Aries? They won't show it hurt. They'll work harder. But inside, they're replaying that rejection, that criticism, that hurt, over and over. They just refuse to let you see it. The biggest secret, Aries cares so much about what people think, especially people they respect. One harsh comment from someone they admire can devastate them for weeks, but they'll never admit it. If you love an Aries, be gentle with your words. They remember every criticism, every doubt you expressed about them. Build them up genuinely. They need it more than they'll ever admit. Truth 10. They're the best hype person you'll ever have. Let's end on a positive note, because for all their chaos, Aries is the best friend to have in your corner. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will believe in you like an Aries believes in you. They'll hype up your business idea when everyone else thinks you're crazy. They'll be front row at every event, screaming the loudest. They'll share your posts, buy your products, and fight anyone who doubts you. An Aries friend will literally be more excited about your success than you are. Got a promotion? They're already planning the celebration. Starting a podcast? They've already shared it with everyone they know. Going through a breakup? They're already planning your glow-up. Their enthusiasm is infectious. Being around an Aries makes you believe you can do anything because they believe you can do anything. They see potential in you that you don't even see in yourself. The best part? Their support is genuine. They're not hyping you up for clout or to get something back. They just genuinely love seeing people win, especially their people. So yes, they're impatient, hot-headed, and accidentally selfish. But they're also the friend who'll make you feel like you can conquer the world. And honestly, with an Aries in your corner, you probably can. So there you have it, 10 brutal truths about Aries. Tag your Aries friends and let me know in the comments which truth called them out the most. Which sign should I expose next? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe, because honey, every sign is getting dragged in this series. Gemini, I'm looking at you. You're not safe. And remember, astrology is meant to help us understand ourselves and others better, not put us in boxes. Your sun sign is just one part of your cosmic blueprint. Until next time, stay cosmic, stay chaotic, and if you're an Aries, maybe try counting to 10 before responding to that text. Just a suggestion.